All right, well, welcome to Whiskeys and
Owl Hunter
Adventures. So today's video is just going to be a gear video. We got some new winter gear for our hammock, and we want to test it out. So we're camping in our woods in our backyard here, so we can test out our gear. We want to make sure we're going to be warm because we got what do we got coming up here in a couple days?
a camping trip for Thanksgiving on Thursday. 3 days and 4 nights.
No, 3 days and 3 nights and 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to Uri National Forest again. It'll be our second trip out there. But we're leaving Thanksgiving around 3 o'clock in the afternoon here and heading out there. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive. Mama Bear's going to let us leave for the holiday weekend, long holiday weekend, because I'm out of work for the whole thing. So, but anyways, we want to make sure that the gear we got for our winter hammock gear is going to be warm enough for us before we get stuck out in the middle of the forest and freeze. So we're going to do we're going to show you our new, you guys have already seen my setup on how we did the hammock and all that on my last solo trip, but we're going to show you the underquilts that we got. We're going to show you how we hook them up to our hammocks. And then later tonight, we're just going to do the little campfire cooking. I might even cook a little lunch today. So we'll start out with once we get done with our little intro here with y'all, I'll go down here and I'll run you through all my gear first, probably cook up some lunch, and then Sydney will come, or Owl Hunter, or Sydney, will come down there and do her gear. She's got an appointment this afternoon. She's got to take off too before she can get set up. So I'm just going to do my little thing first, and then when she gets back from her appointment, she'll get down here and show you her setup. And then after the fact, we're just going to cook some dinner and chill by the fire tonight, play some music, you know, do the normal campground stuff that we do when we're camping. But it should be a fun trip, right?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
We're going to have a guest with us tonight too, Sydney's best friend Clarissa, and she's also going on the Uri National Forest trip with us. We all call her Rissa Roo, so that's who we're referring to. You've seen her in the last couple videos we've posted on her channel. All right, welcome back, people. All right, so Owl Hunter left to go to her afternoon appointment. She'll be back with us in a couple hours. I already took the time to set up my hammock. You can see it behind me here. I felt no need to record it on the solo trip out by the lake. I showed you how I set up everything. The only thing that's changing on my loadout tonight, which is the same loadout that we're going to Uri National Forest with, is the underquilt that we got here. Again, got it off Amazon. There you go. All of our gear is either Ozark Trail from Walmart or it's bought directly off Amazon to get us started out on all this. Like I said, and I believe in a previous video, we're 100% set up for tent camping. I've been taking Owl Hunter tent camping since she was a newborn baby. She went on her first camping trip before she was 1 year old and fell in love with it, and she's been doing it with me ever since. But it's always been tent camping, or the occasional we get a cabin or whatever. But we just recently got into hammock camping. A lot of the hikes we've been going on in the recent past is not too good for tent camping. So we decided, you know what, maybe we should check out hammock camping. And because everywhere that we've gone so far, there's more options for hammock camping than there is tent camping. Not saying we'll never tent camp again, because I'm sure we will. At some point, me and her want to get into hot tent camping and start trying that out. But for now, we're getting into our hammock camping. So here's the underquilt. It's the only thing we've been missing. Tonight's temperatures are supposed to be pretty close, if not a little bit chillier than what we're expecting in the Thanksgiving trip. So, like as we talked about earlier, this is to test the gear to make sure we're going to be good for this trip. That way, if I need to get anything else, I can get before we get in the middle of the forest and on our own. Anyways, back to my under hammock here. It is bought off of Amazon, as I've said probably 6,000 times. I repeat myself a lot, people, so I do apologize for that. It's just because of what I do for a living. You kind of get used to it. Anyways, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Y'all can get the right side up so you can read it. Not even going to attempt to say that because I know I'll mess it all up. Anyways, according to Amazon, the description they have, it's a 4-season camping backpack essential winter cold weather warm UQ blanket bottom installation. Some of the write-ups on it, let me give you some of the dimensions. So it's L times W times H, length times width times height. So it's 15 by 9 by 9, so it's a full length quilt for underneath the hammock. It ain't like the shorter partial ones that only get you from your kneecaps to your shoulders. We'll all be completely enclosed inside this thing once I get it all set up. It weighs 2.2 pounds, is the pack weight on it. It's materials all nylon and hollow cotton. It's not a true down. Just can't afford to spend a couple $100s that it costs to get that gear yet. Not to mention, until we 100% sure that Hammock Camp's know where we're going, we don't want to spend all that extra money, especially when I've already got a lot of money wrapped up in tent camping gear. Anyways, back to this. 2.2 pounds. It's, I already showed the dimensions. It's the hollow cotton. It's army green. They don't have a whole lot of specs on it. Owl Hunter's hammock's a little bit different. It's a King Snowden from Amazon, but all the write-up and everything on it is pretty much the same. Hers says 3 season, where mine says 4 season. And another reason I think mine says 4 season, because I have an option to buy a separate, like, underquilt blanket that could come with this for an extra $20 or $30. And I didn't choose that option now because I have my own quote-unquote underquilt blankets that I can bring with me, so I didn't see the need to spend the extra money. And so does Owl Hunter. Everything else on her King Snowden underquilt versus mine, everything is the same. So I think without the under blanket, this is probably a 3 season. It claims for both of them, they're rated from 20 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. 28 degrees Fahrenheit is probably, that's around about the coldest it gets here in the area, in the region that we camp in, for the most part, by our house down in southwest North Carolina. Don't get me wrong, it does get in the teens in the dead middle of winter, but around the 30-degree range is, our average winter around here, or at least has been for several years. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up real quick, okay? Don't mind me. I haven't set this up before. I've never put an underquilt on a hammock. I watch plenty of YouTube videos off the guys I follow who have done it. Just quick shout out, Syntax77 is one of the guys I follow. Joe Robinette, huge fan of his. And then there's Lone Wolf 902. He does a lot too. I haven't seen too much hammock out of him. Matter of fact, I have. Either way, those are the guys I follow a lot. So I've learned off of them, watching them set up underquilts, how to do it. So if it takes me a little longer, I apologize. It's a learning in progress, right? You got to figure it out before we get in the forest. Pretty easy so far. Now this is just adjusting everything, right? From what I've seen, I think I got it backwards already. Anyways, I got my sleeping bag in here already because I was advised to make sure I put the sleeping bag in it to give it like a little bit of weight sensation. That cinches up the end so you don't get the draft that comes through it. Has little fasteners to keep it. Just give it a try and see what it feels like, Yeah, I've never used this stuff before, so let me go ahead and pop the boots off. I don't want to ruin my. I don't want to get the full feel of it, right? Oh man, I can already tell by sitting in it how much warmer my butt is. think this is gonna be awesome. Check underneath. Get a pocket underneath there. Oh yeah, man. Latch my bug net down. Oh yeah, man. I think that's going to be nice. I think that will definitely work, folks. True test will be tonight when I sleep in it. Hopefully I set it up right. We got air underneath, which our body will warm that up. Keep it fenced off so air can't get in. Stretch this up. More here. Nice. Moves up a little bit, draft out. Yeah, that's nice. Take you guys over there and have your little peek close up and personal, right? Soft, it's warm. I like it. I think I got it on backwards though, because I climb out on that side. Definitely think I got it on backwards. Not quite sure. They say some of these underquilts have a head and a foot end, and they're usually marked from the research I've done on them. I don't know how true that is, but I'm not seeing a foot and her head on it. My head's going to be on that direction. I climb in on that side, so I know that I got this on backwards because I would think that you want the outer ties to be out front, right? But it's okay. It'll serve its purpose for the night. So that's our camp right there. It's all set up. I don't know if I'm going to add my rain fly or not. We're not expecting any rain, so I don't think I need it. But I think I might just do what I did on my solo trip and do a half a rain fly and let it hang off the back. And if I need it throughout the night, I'll pull it over. And if not, I don't. But that's the setup over here on this. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do. I'll come back to you in a little bit. Once I get the fire going, I got to gather up some wood around here. Let's give you a quick tour of the camp, right? The camp that we created. So the little fire ring I got from Home Depot I put down here. Got a little bit of wood there. And I got some straight ones here, cedar and stuff that have been kind of, as they've been falling down and collecting, I was going to do a little bushcraft shelter down here at some point with them. But I think what I'll end up doing now is just cut them up for firewood tonight. Because I've got plenty of laying around down here in my little woods. But either way, we'll be back with you shortly. I'm going to go ahead and do what I got to do to gather up some stuff and probably get my rain fly on and finish getting my setup set up, and then probably get a fire going and start some lunch until Al Hunter gets back. So I'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back. So, as you can see behind me, I got the rain flat and the rest of my gear set up. I got a little fire going here. As far as the fire go, I didn't record me doing the fire because, as you already know, as we've already admitted to y'all, we are on our little property of woods here behind our house. So it's just simply some Amazon boxes and paper that come with, that my gear came packed in, and then some dry wood through on top with a Bic lighter, and there you go. You got a fire. not like you would in the field, but again, we are at home, so I'm cheating a little bit tonight because the purpose of this whole video and tonight is just to test the cold weather deal here. But I'm getting ready to start some food here shortly. My lunch, I'm getting hungry. I'm just getting a nice hot bed of coals going. Got a nice fire going in there now. Got me 2 little metal fence posts with the grill grate on top of it. That's where I'm going to cook my food. Keeps it up high enough so I can feed the fire if I need to add to it and still do what I need to do to cook. So I'm going to sit here and finish up my Mountain Dew here, enjoy the warmth of the fire, and then we'll get lunch started here shortly. All right, folks, it's about lunch cooking time. Got me a nice cast iron skillet right here. Just gonna throw on the fire just like that. Then we got pre-cooked chicken and sausage. So, chicken. So, this is what we're eating for lunch. I absolutely love this stuff. Normally it's pulled, but we've seen these little chunks ones, so I figured I'd try it. And then it's taco seasoning all over it. And as a treat, either with lunch or with dinner tonight, I got some sausage. Don't mind the dogs in the background. Again, I've said it 1,000 times probably now. We're using our property for this test, so unfortunately my neighbors got like 20,000 little tiny rugrat dogs that's all they do all day is bark. And I was hoping because it's cold outside they'd keep the dogs in the house, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm not against dog owners because I own a dog myself, but when you own that many dogs and they're left outside all the time to bark and annoy everybody around, it's a nuisance. That's why I kind of wish I lived in the country. But we take the good with the bad, right? That's it. Oh, this shit's hot. So this is fully cooked. So technically, the only thing we really need to do is warm it up, right? Because you could probably eat it cold. And then we'll add a little water in there so it doesn't burn. It looks like our food's done. I called Mama Bear up. She's bringing down some silverware. I don't want to bring out my camp silverware and break it out where I gotta wash it all. So I'm just going to use some house silverware. Again, we're doing this in our backyard to test our gear in our backwoods. So why not use some of the comforts of home, right? I don't have to do the dishes. But she's going to come down here and join me for lunch. But it looks like this stuff's ready to come off the fire. So let's go ahead and remove it off and put it on my makeshift table over here. All right, dinner's done. Our lunch is done. Let's pop you off the tripod real quick. Let you see it. We're gonna let it cool down a little bit while we wait on Mama Bear to get here. It's gonna taste so good. It's gonna taste so good. I can't wait to eat it. I can't wait to eat it. Can't wait to eat it. Let's get you back on the tripod so I can go hands-free. So we're gonna do here for the fire. I'm gonna go ahead and move my grate. All right, so we got our grill back into a regular fire again. Well, looks like Mama Bear's coming down to join me for a little bit of lunch, so that's awesome. I'm not gonna add too much more wood to that fire. We're gonna kind of let this enjoy the heat, eat lunch together. I don't want to burn up all my wood for tonight. So Mama Bear's gonna come down here and eat lunch with me. Hi, Mama Bear.
Hello.
Y'all welcome her to the channel. She don't make appearances too often. More often than not, you'll probably see her driving us somewhere than actually in the videos. But there's where we're gonna eat at. You got those forks, Mama? So, wanna come down here and try this? It's sitting because the pan's too hot, honey. So. Oh, it's just falling right apart.
Oh, it's so light.
Look at this. This stuff's just falling apart on the fork, man.
Ooh.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's really good.
That's good. Like I said earlier in the video, I normally do the shredded, the pulled chicken. But I seen these cubes and I thought, sometimes the wife has a problem finding the pulled, so I figured I'd try these. That way, if the pulled chicken was missing, gone, sold out or whatever, she can pick these up. I actually like this better.
Get some Hawaiian sweet rolls
Ooh.
with this.
Come here, Daisy.
We're gonna have to cool it off for us.
That's our dog, Daisy. She's what, 9 years old?
Yeah.
We've had her for most of those 9 years, right?
We've had her for
Eight
we got
of
her
the
when
9?
she was 2.
She's our pit bull. So I got her when I used to work on the roads, climbing towers for a living. My wife used to have their like a lot of people thought no go for pit bulls, because I wanted one for years. She told me no, 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 no. Bet you today if I try to get rid of this dog, she'd throw me out the house.
Pretty much.
Daisy, you want a bite?
Hmm? You want a bite? You want a bite? Want a bite? Come here. Come here.
Sit.
Good girl.
Good girl. You won't see her camping too much. She's animal aggressive, so I don't like taking her off the property. I don't want to deal with lawsuits if she kills another dog or somebody else's pet. She don't leave the property too often. I know that's probably bad. I probably should get her around animals and get rid of it, but personally, the way everybody is prejudiced against pit bulls, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to get sued. So she don't get to go with us on trips. She's getting too old anyways. But I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my lunch with my wife, Mama Bear here, or known as Care Bear. Anybody that knows her out there. I'm gonna sit here and eat lunch with her and have a little conversation before she tucks tails and goes back up to the house and
Finishes Grey's Anatomy.
finish her Grey's Anatomy. And once Owl Hunter gets back, like I said, she's due back around 4 o'clock from her appointment. We'll get the video started back up then, but until then, I'm just going to eat lunch with the wife, and we'll get back going once Owl Hunter comes back. So good, so good. Nothing like eating out in the woods, even if it's the woods in your backyard. All right, folks, looks like owl hunter showed up. She got back from her appointment. She's getting her hammock set up right now. You can see she's on this tree. She's going to that tree that she's on now. So she's gonna get her gear all hung up, and then rest of the room we're probably gonna stick over here somewhere. So I'm gonna help Sydney get all set up. Which way you want your door? Facing the fire?
Yeah.
That's your hanging thing. Is what needs to be facing that way. We're upside down. Is your hammock inside out?
No. It shouldn't be. I put it out and it's just on. Hello.
Oh. I don't know why your bag's upside down now. See, this is your bug net. Your bag's upside down. I think your hammock's inside out. How's that possible?
I don't know.
Anyway, so the door is go to the shortest string. Yep. Oh, you didn't do this right. You choked the wrong end, baby.
Did I? Oh.
Single hole. Go ahead there, turkey butt. Up, keep it around. Now shove this through this single hole. Alright, easy to reach. Now we'll look for the tightest hole here. Alright, hold your hammock. I gotta wrap the tree a couple times.
Oh my.
Let's do this then. Reach it over this way. This might be your better option.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're on your tightest one over there, and you're. Yep.
What do you know?
Yeah, I said yeah. Go ahead.
The lowest one?
Yeah, go for the lowest first. We can always readjust. That's a big tree, girl. Let's do this. All right. I really think the hammer can't get out. That's how you're. I don't know. Sit in, check it out, see if you're good with it. If not, we'll adjust it more. It's all about your comfort.
Yeah.
You good with it?
Yeah.
All right, get your sleep bag in it. She's gonna get her sleep bag set up real quick, and then you need your hammock system. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put you. We're all in the same wood. Just like the same tree as goes up. Go ahead and pull your hammock, leave your cart
This
down.
is not the.
No, sleep bag first, though. Yeah, this one. We want that one. Right, pull your feet straps out. Remember when you choke this string, use the single hole side to go through the hole. chunk it about this high, and then we'll figure out what tree you can go to that works best without the fire getting in the way. Yeah, you want your sleeping bag in there. And the nice thing when you put your underquilt, you put everything inside your sleeping bag and stick it right inside your underquilt. So she's gonna get that set up, and we got Risaroo. It's.
Do you want me to put it on the tightest one or?
Chug it through the single hole side, just like Sydney's are.
Like this.
And then you got Risaroo setting up her dilly up over there. So what Sydney or Owl Hunter, whatever you want to call her, is going to do, she's going to put her stuff in her hammock first, and then she'll attach her underquilt on it. And I'm going to go help Risaroo while you guys watch Sydney get her stuff set up. You got your other stuff. You don't want to put that down right now. And then pull your hammock out and make sure your door is facing this way, not away from everybody. If your door should be on the same side as your.
These are lifesavers.
Hang it on the lowest hook.
They are so easy to put up. And so light.
If you're talking to them, speak up first. Not that yet. You need the underquilt next.
Oh, okay.
So pull out your underquilt.
So what I was saying is that it's light and it's really easy to carry. Both these things are. This is new. Dad, how in the world?
Just like your sleep bag does, babe, up top. Loosen all your straps. Which in all reality, this is a better way of doing it, where you got this. So if we got caught in the rain, right, water runs down this to the tarp in it, so it'll automatically come off of this grip loop instead of going in your bag. So it's not a bad idea to have it. We're not expecting rain tonight. Go ahead and get in it, keep it still right. Be honest, because we're going to be sleeping in it, you know what I mean? If it's not right, tell me what side don't feel right or whatever the case may be. If it's too low for you, if you're good with that, then
I don't know, I'm just going to take it out like this.
now kind of lay in
Because
it, make sure you're good that way.
this is
If I
new,
need to raise your head in up a little bit, I'll raise
I don't know
it
how
just
to
a
open
bit
it, but
to get you more off
this
the
is how we're
ground.
gonna do it.
You're off the wall. You might bring you
I
up this to here.
Yeah.
Get you up just a little bit more.
Okay, Dad.
Alright, check that out. Alright, go help her real quick. Alright, so Sydney, grab one end of it. You got your baby carabiners. You're just going to take your baby carabiner, and you're going to hook it right to the other carabiner. No. Use the carabiner. This. Carabiner. You don't want to use the strap. You need the strap to tighten it. Now you do. Now we got to adjust everything. I'm going to adjust this in real quick. Hold on, we'll bring it up higher. See the strap. Look, see the pocket down here?
Yeah.
That pocket, your body will warm that up, which will get you warm. If you don't believe me, all you got to do right now, get it and sit in it. And you're going to already feel, because you know what an empty hammock feels at, right?
Yeah.
You're already going to feel the difference immediately. Go ahead, climb in. Climb in your hammock. You got space underneath here? Yeah. All your bags, you can show underneath here. Now, lay down there. See what it feels like. All right, so now what you need to do is get your under hammock off. All right, as you can see, she's got her under hammock on. It's a King Snowden, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it needs to come up a little bit more, Sydney. Once you get that out, let me know.
Okay.
Nice and cozy and warm in there.
Yeah.
You realize that your hammock here, you know why this is on the outside? So you can hook this like this. And keep your button egg open for you. Stop and take it off the tripod, show them while I get this set up. So you know how to pop it off. Put your hand on the phone and take this knob, push it away, and it'll pop right out, okay? And then you go take them over there and show them.
So, when I was a little girl, I would always wish I could have YouTube, you know, and I would pretend I would take videos, but I'm going to show you what this is. It's a King Snowden, however he said it. This is my sleeping bag. It's nice and cozy. It keeps me pretty warm. It's a big difference sleeping in it with this and with that. It's nice and tight and cozy.
Please?
How do you put it?
You just go like this. You open that up. Put the hammer right there. All right, watch out. See the wrist of the roof set up over here.
I'm not even lying. I'm trying to get hungry.
All right, Sid. Once she's got that over there. All right, so now we're working on wrist of roos. She's gonna get all set up. And the girls are saying they're already getting hungry, so I'll probably be frying up some hamburgers for them here shortly. The rain fly? It's not. We're not expecting rain tonight, but I put mine on anyway just in case. You don't have to put it on, no.
Just in case for what?
Just in case we do get rain.
I don't know if
They're gonna sleep without it, and then don't put it on. It's up to you.
I'm probably gonna use mine just so the wind is.
What's she saying?
She's gonna use hers because it helps cut down on the breeze. Just set it up. Take the 5 minutes up. Because look at it this way too. If it does rain tonight, you don't have to set up. You can't just run to the house because all your gear will get rained. You're gonna have to break your camp down before you go in the house in the rain, versus just laying there in that. All right. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna tuck this sleeping bag inside of this thing. So I'm gonna find a little drawstring here and just tuck it up like so. Over here. What side's your head gonna be on, honey?
That side.
Realize you're, if you do that side, you're on the outside, you climb into it, okay? Which is fine, because I think that's how you did it last time anyway. Your head's on that side. Good thing. This is going to be your foot in, this is going to be your head in, your head in, if you notice when you set this up, there's a pocket between you down here. Your body, when you sit in it, will warm this pocket up and it'll keep you warm. If you don't believe me, you already know what your hammock feels like with no, right? From the last trip. Get in it for a couple minutes and sit there under the fire like a chair. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Your rear end it won't get that chill. And then if you don't want to bug that, then you can see this about this thing here. You see this little hook here? And you see this little band on the outside? So you can keep your bug net open. Unless you want it up above you or whatever.
Yeah, I can.
Don't tell you to.
Let's try and do.
Don't tell you to.
No. You gotta find. This is already set up, so turn it this way. Might as well cut this. All right, so we got Risaroo set up. They're gonna put the rain flies on, and then we'll be back with you shortly.
Peace.
Just so y'all know. And if you bring a water or two down here, it's not gonna go bad. Or it's gonna stay cold. Let's look at this 12 pack of dew down here. Or my 12 pack. My 12 pack of Brewski. It's a fine craft made in the Rocky Mountains. It's called Mountain Dew. Not really made in Rocky Mountains, I don't think. Either way, it's this man's beer right here, Mountain Dew.
These burgers can be good, man. I cook some good burgers. Yeah, she does.
Where's that black bucket for?
You ain't gotta worry about any.
I ain't gotta worry about nothing here. I see dead people.
Can you hear me there?
She does cook a mean burger, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Takes after her mama, she can cook. That's for sure. Yo, baby. There we go.
I thought it was so cool.
Who needs a selfie stick when you got a tripod, right?
Right. What? Oh.
Showing out the camp in the backyard. Our little woods back here. As you can see, that's Sydney's setup. It's my setup, or sorry, Risaroo's setup. We got our pile of wood that Mama Bear went and got us. And there's my setup back there.
That's so tall. I can't even see. I don't got my glasses. I can't see myself either. I don't got my glasses. I'm blind, guys.
She's blind over there. Look at those burgers. Don't they look good, people? Well, let me zoom in. Let's see if I can zoom in here. It won't let me zoom in on that camera. There's our redneck grill for our backyard fire pit. 2 fence posts and a griddle top off an old grill that we don't even use anymore. Not bad, huh? Caught him dancing. Caught him having fun. You can believe that? Caught him having a little bit of fun back there.
We always have fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna kill it for a little bit. We'll bring you back once they got their burgers done. We'll probably let them eat their first burgers in peace, and then after that one, the second ones, we'll bring you back so they can give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down on Sydney's burgers for the night. But normally she does really good with it. We'll holler at you. There's Rissa Roo. There's old Owl Hunter back there, Sydney, aka Owl Hunter, and I'm Whiskey. We'll be back at you in a little bit. All right, y'all, so what we're gonna do to improve camp a little bit here, I got a piece of cedar here. I'm gonna tie up on this end, and it should sit down there, and I'll create a bench right here in front of the fireplace. I'm gonna do that real quick and lash it up with some cordage I have back here while they cook their last hamburger there.
I'm having one more. Is that okay?
Absolutely. So we're gonna tie this up to this tree. Create a bench. About level, right, Sid? Come over here and squat on this real quick. Don't put your weight on it, but kind of squat where your butt barely touching. Tell me if the leg's still right and everything.
You want me to sit on it?
No, sit like a seat, but don't make it go down just until your butt touches, but don't put your weight on it. Just tell me if it feels right to your legs and everything. Does that feel like a good height?
Yeah.
All right.
The cheeseburgers are almost.
Do me a favor, Sid. Did I bring more rope over here? Grab me more of that cordage.
What do you need?
That cordage, that black string hanging up there.
And all of it?
Yeah, bring it here.
All of it.
Yeah.
Hurry up, somebody needs to get your plate. Yeah, sit down.
You want a water? You want water?
Okay. I'm good.
Alright, moving on. Yeah, bring your plate. Mine too.
So all I'm doing is making a bench for us to sit down and relax here at the home camp. We need it anyways. Every time we bring our chairs down here, we fall down the hill because it's not level. And
Dad, where do you want this?
you leave it right there. I'll take care of it.
I was about to sit.
Almost. Somebody have a seat and tell me if it feels right before I tie this down. Both of you, I don't care. Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Pop up real quick and tie this off.
So, this is our second burger. The first ones are really good. They're so good. Yeah, I want another one.
Alright, you girls should be good to sit down. There you go. That's a fire bench. Bench right next to our fire. Nice little seat.
Yeah.
New addition to camp. How's the burgers, girls?
Good. Really good.
Good?
I want another one.
Now they want 3 of them, which is fine. Alright, so we did a little improvement here at our camp. We made a little bench seat with some cordage I had hanging up over there. The girls are relaxing, they're gonna eat. I'm gonna clean up the fire pit a little. No, actually I'm not, because they're gonna cook more, so there's no point, right? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we don't want a gear tester one-nighter to last us, like it turned into a 2-hour video, because I'm gonna heavily get rid of probably a bunch of stuff, try to keep this video as short as I can. We're just gonna kill the video until a little bit later when we're chilling by the fire. We'll check in one more time to say our goodnights once everybody's tucked in, and then that'll be it. And then we'll check in again with you tomorrow morning. So we're gonna sign off until it's just about time to lay down for the night. Y'all have a good one. Waffles good?
I think I just zoned out with that video.
Cut that. Nice fire going now, girls.
Yeah. We went up and made some waffles. With some chocolate on it. We have to melt some of our Halloween candy Hershey bars.
Yeah, they can see you. The fire's bright enough you can see the glow now. Before it wasn't bright enough. You like how the girls just magically appeared on video out of nowhere? Time-lapse video. We were catching some fire. As you can see, we got a good fire going now. The girls are over there. There's just like normal camping for these two. They just non-stop eat, which is okay. They're over there eating chocolate-covered waffles now. We got a nice fire going, so we're just chilling by the fire for a little bit. Still pretty early in the night. $6:43 at night. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. What you doing, Daisy? What is it, Daisy? I'm getting by the fire too.
Are you watching this through the camera?
We're gonna see how much it picks you guys up. We don't have lights for our. Well, that wood's popping. We don't have lighting. They got a beautiful view of our fire, though. Look at that fire. Does that look warm? That's because it is warm.
Yeah.
Can you guys feel it on that bench over there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Well, it's been a good night by the fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna shut her down for the night and then go ahead and climb in the hammock. So we're gonna go ahead and climb in our hammocks for the night. The rest of the room's already climbed in. I asked her before I think she passed out. She says she's nice and cozy. So behind the camera there, Sydney's got her hammock. Mine's behind us. Sydney's gonna go get tucked in for the night. I'm gonna get tucked in, probably watch a movie in my hammock for the night before I fall asleep. We'll check in with you tomorrow. Find out how everybody slept, if it did the job. Sound like a plan to you?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm all tucked in my hammock under quilt. I gotta say, I'm pretty comfortable. I can already feel the warmth underneath me. So far, so good. We'll find out in the morning. Sydney's been in bed for about 15-20 minutes. Haven't heard a peep out of her. Think she's warm. But we'll see in the morning. Y'all have a good evening. We'll sit here and watch a movie and pass out. Everybody sleep last night. Personally, not too bad. Only time I really got cold was when I had to get up and go pee. Trying to get a fire going. About ready for my coffee. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Sun's starting to come up. I think the girls are still asleep, so I'm trying to get a fire going so they can get up and eat some sausage and stuff, but not too bad of a night. don't you grab a stick of butter out of the fridge? Don't take too long either, please. I'm going to throw it in here with the sausage. Good butter? Butter makes things, everything tastes butter. Alright.
How's your soup last night?
That smells good. How about you?
That's pretty good.
Stay warm?
Yeah.
I got a little bit cold when I got up to go pee, but I had to go pee like 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night. That sucked. I ain't even gonna lie. Having to pee really sucked, but overall, I think that underquilt definitely helped.
Yeah.
So compared to our last trip on cold level, where would you put yourself last trip on the cold level? Between 1 and 10, 1 being cold and 10 being sweating hot, can't take it.
6.
Around a 6, what about you?
Like a 5.
Like a 5? Now last night, where would you put yourself?
A 2.
2? 2's cold.
What?
1's cold, 10's hot.
Oh, well then,
So
and 8.5.
8.5 last night, and the original trip was what? A 6?
Like a 8.
So it looks like everybody's happy with them then. So you think you can survive a 4-day weekend? Okay.
The only thing I got cold was my shoes, but those were very cold. I just got one cold.
I gotta agree with them. Well, as far as that goes.
Yeah, I'd stay in Hammock camping. It's so comfortable.
I was hoping you guys would stay warm.
Time you get
5:45? 6 o'clock?
I don't go to work at 3. You know, that's what time it is. No, that's 2.
I went in the house and dropped the deuce. And then come back out here and got a fire back on. And went my second or third cup of coffee already. And I'm waiting to hear from you guys moving around before I start breakfast. Like I was telling these folks, the nice thing about the forest, we don't have to wake up doing all that stuff. Really? The one sausage just don't want to flip for me.
Okay, thought I'd bring you some pouches. Good morning, Bill.
Good. Maybe like my third, fourth.
Well, I bought you good coffee. Pumpkin spice? You want me to go make your hot chocolate coffee? Look at them saucy. That's so sweet. Yeah. Alright, I'll go make y'all some coffee, okay?
They're in, right, mine's fresh top. You guys like hazelnut, right?
Okay.
We're good. We're good. Okay. I'm not rushing. By all means, stay out here, but there's no reason.
Really? Why? There's something else that people do. I bet the boys are doing. Yeah, you'd be like, oh, hello, my that girl. You baby girl. Just talking about getting Thanksgiving taking me pretty cool here, see? I got kicked all I want. I had to move, physically move her. I'm just
Over the hot. Only got one pork on it.
the egg box.
Okay. Got that little bit. Oh. Hey, Brooke? Brooke? Everybody slept good?
Yep.
We're going to stay here and enjoy our breakfast and our coffee. 3 of us will see you next week on the Uari National Forest trip. We'll be leaving and heading out there Thursday night around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, hit the like button. If you like our content, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Then ring that bell if you want future notifications from us. We appreciate you.